Hey! Welcome to Marital. Hey, I'm Stacy. Doug is turning the lights on. It's almost like he had an idea. Is my sweater there? We were not sure we were going to do the podcast tonight.
It was a last-minute edition.
Very last-minute edition, so we're a little less prepared than we might otherwise enjoy to be.
But that's okay, because you guys probably didn't prepare either. Haha.
Yeah. Did you guys do anything to prepare tonight? Let's see what we have here. Commentos. Tracy says happy Wednesday.
Commento.
I did not know that it was Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Happy hump day. Happy hump day. People are walking.
I know. I see them. What the hell? Don't they know we do this podcast and we're on the air?
I think that they might know, like, but people
Somebody
walk their dogs the same time every night. They're like, these idiots are out in front of a computer and they keep talking about fucked up shit.
It's messed up.
It's a fucked up podcast for fucked up people. What can I say? If you're here, you're probably fucked up too. So we're it's Marital Hate. I'm Stacy.
Hello, I'm Doug.
And we don't usually hate each other, except yesterday could have killed the man. Still not really over it, but that is marriage, I guess. But we'll be able to get along and be nice to each other and whatnot.
How do you do?
I don't really want to touch you right now. Not gonna lie. And
It's the scabs.
But when we say marital hate, normally it's like we're playing video games or whatever. We're just joking with each other. We're like, marital hate.
Right.
Let me tell you something. I'm actually mad at him. Like, really upset. But I'm also just going through some stuff. We'll talk about that in a minute. So anyway, we do a live nightly interactive podcast. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you're one of the cool kids who has been with us from the beginning, like Master Hater, Tracy, thank you so much for continuing to support the podcast. Then we have all the people that watch the show, the reruns later.
They watch reruns, which might be better because then it's like they're
maybe the biggest
light out.
That's maybe the biggest group of people, but then they miss out on the fun, like interactive part.
Well, I don't
so
know.
If you make a comment on your thread, wherever you are, you make a comment, we pull it up on the screen. And so you're part of the show. And actually the best podcast, I think, well, with the exception of Monday night's podcast. Monday night's podcast was like hilariously funny. However,
there was all kinds of banter.
It was like way over the line.
Like over the line. Set us back 4 years.
You can't say that. We are going to have to talk about the baby with implants again, though. And so the best part is like when people get going, because you guys will start talking to each other, and you might be watching somewhere where no one's commenting, but we're live across platforms. Like we're on.
We're embarrassing ourselves.
Oh my God, we're on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Oh no, we're not live on TikTok because of
purity standards or decency standards.
No, you have to have 10,000 followers. You can do games on TikTok.
Right.
But otherwise, if you have 1,000 followers, we only have like 20 on TikTok.
I always get TikTok and Instagram confused.
We just started posting a couple things to TikTok. I actually have more on my personal TikTok followers than we have. I think that the clips, are cute, but I think that they need something that's like really going to draw people in.
They need a compilation of my face.
But if you guys have watched any of the shorts or clips, please let us know what you think of them, because Nolan's been working on them. Please give him any feedback you have, because if they're successful, he has a job. If they're not successful, job over. Todd says, I'll be back, have to do a rabbit hole internet dive.
I think he's going back to what was the
baby with
what was the search engine back in the day? Lycos. It was like a spider. Do you remember that?
Lycos is dogs. You know how I know that? Hang on a second. I have a Lycos story. Tracy says it was great. Thank you for the vote of confidence. She actually had to come back and watch it. It's Lycos is dogs, because when Mick and I went there, we delivered them cupcakes, and we made like a special trip out there to bring them cupcakes, and everybody was in a meeting. And then
cupcakes went stale.
Then I smashed a cupcake in a guy's face, and I got some shit about it. Is my voice making like a super
it did make a little
like a Mariah Carey level?
I thought it was the sports field in the back.
I haven't really talked for I talked to Christina for a while, which was super helpful as well. Tracy says, that's interesting about Todd. What are you chasing? Oh, Todd, let me just tell you. Well, you met him. He's like just so smart. Like he's super smart, and he's very thoughtful. And yeah, actually, I wish I had that clip so you could play it whenever you wanted to.
Oh, Todd this and Todd that.
Yeah, it was a clip from what show were we watching? Todd this and Todd that. Was it Love After Lockup? No.
No, it was like a show.
Oh, what was I
It
watching?
wasn't the bear, was it?
No, it was like some show like it wasn't My Name is Earl, but it was like some show on Hulu that I was watching for like a day. Now I don't know if I can ever watch it again. Anyway, some show on Hulu that I was watching. Todd this and Todd that and blah blah blah. I forget what show it was, but it was pretty funny.
It was very funny.
And so yeah, he's a good guy. And he's single. I don't know if he's looking though.
I don't know.
Wait, hang on. What am I thinking?
Be.
Again, he's my backup husband. I'm thinking
it's like being engaged. In the event of death.
In the event of Doug's death, because I don't have life insurance on him, it's too expensive for his age, $300. If I am a lot for anyone to deal with. Apparently, actually, it's something that I'm dealing with right now is that I am a tremendous amount to deal with, and as such, I should probably never talk again. That would make this podcast
pretty quiet because I don't
pretty
say
quiet.
Much. Yeah.
Well, you don't. Yeah, you say things. You say like informative little stories.
Yeah,
they're good.
They're good. Every once in a while.
But I don't think like I think it's the banter is what's good.
The banter is good because
what?
Well, because we have like differing views on things, and then sometimes you'll say something that shouldn't, like it's just completely off the wall, and I point out that it's completely off the wall, and that's the point of comedy is that you point out the absurd.
I don't think anything I've ever said is off the wall. I think you're a grouchy old man. Tracy says, and makes beautiful kids. Mm-hmm. Todd, hear me out. Tracy has a foothold in the lesbian market. You have a foothold in the sperm market and beautiful babies.
In the sperm market.
Why don't you?
He's got to, no, wait, time out. Todd does not have a foothold in the sperm market.
You have a foothold in the sperm market.
It sounds like he's got a convenience store full of like little jars, and that it's like a boutique.
Well, kind of. You got one too, honey. It's a convenience store with 2 little jars inside. He does. He has a convenience store. Poor Todd. He has a convenience store in his pants with 2 little jars. He's in the sperm business. He makes beautiful kids. And
not that convenient.
I'm just saying that he could they could make a lot of money, especially if he didn't get the jab, because there's big money in unjabbed sperm right now.
You don't know. Maybe he got.
You should donate sperm.
Maybe he got snipped.
Wes and Nolan, would you like siblings that don't live here? And then we don't have to like.
You don't know if he got snipped. Maybe he got snipped.
He may have gone. I don't know what he did with his parts. I really don't know anything about his parts, but I'm willing to find out. That's interesting, Todd. Well, we already looked that up. Tracy said, "Oh my God, I'm down a rabbit hole on the curious case of Natalia Grace right now, laughing my ass off." Who is curious Natalie? Who is that? We might have to dig in on that one. I don't know if anybody dug in on the Miami thing, but I'm interested in that. Burrowing owls in his house. Is that a U-Haul?
That's a U-Haul.
No, it's just a regular trailer.
It's just there's like somebody's mowing grass at night.
Probably. Tracy is laughing her ass off, which is good. I don't want to laugh my ass off. I would like.
I don't have an ass. Maybe I already did. That's where I lost it.
That's possible. I am hilarious. Mm-hmm. So my original point was that I think that the because we like Todd, right? So being married to me is not necessarily something you would wish upon someone that you like. So my plan is to be a part-time wife, sometimes to Todd. Then I'll travel, and then sometimes to Huddy, who has not agreed to this yet.
Like a vagina snowbird.
Sometimes to the lesbian that Tracy's going to find for me that I described last night. And then, I'll do like 3 months with one, a month off. 3 months.
Quarterly.
A month off, cleanse.
You'd think you would have to cleanse after the guy with the sperm boutique. Or what was your wording? Cornered the market on.
He cornered the market. He hit a foothold in the sperm market, which all men do. Well, not all. I mean, some of them don't. But in theory, you could have a corner in the sperm market.
I don't want to go to the sperm market.
See, I wouldn't mind going to the sperm market. I don't even want to tell you what your son's your son had a very interesting name on his Be Real yesterday. That's all I'm gonna say.
All I can imagine is
I'm glad that he feels free with his language.
Well, I'm glad. Whatever.
And expressing
I didn't teach him to be
Where's my
remote
mouse?
with his.
Look at this. My mouse has disappeared.
It's probably your hand is too cold to
My
say.
hand is not too cold. So anyway, I'm gonna have if Doug dies, I'm gonna have to find a better option for myself, unfortunately,
So I was
than being alone and dead with a cat eating my face off. I don't even have.
You
a
don't
cat
have a
to eat
cat, so
my
you'd have to
face
like
off. I
let
just
in
look
a
like raisin.
stray.
Like a convenience store in his pants, a vagina snowbird. That I would. I don't. By the way, I don't know if it, because I got to tell you, I love Todd and Huddy, and I find them both to be very attractive. But I'm not attracted to them. Is that weird? Because they're like my brothers.
Oh, I get that.
So that's all right. I won't mind if he runs around. It's fine. Tracy said, I have said it before and I will say it again. Some of the best shows are not planned. Oh yeah, no, are not shows planned. We have notes coming in because we had a shitload of stuff on Monday and we just couldn't cover it. We couldn't even come close to covering it all. So this one will, kind of roll off the tongue, as it were.
You would think.
Yeah. So anyway, I like I said, if my husband dies, I don't have any life insurance, but I do need a handler, so I can't. Yeah. But here's the thing: if I go a month in between without a handler, that means that I'll have to try to be self-sufficient then. So I could die and save them all a lot of aggravation, and they could split my life insurance 3 ways. Or if Todd, you want to sign on for full time, you have to feed
I have
me,
to die first.
You have to
and
water
I'm not planning
me.
on doing that.
Well, I'm not going to say anything anymore about your health, but I think that you are.
All right, manifest that. That's
I'm
nice.
not manifesting it, but I think that you are.
Manifest.
I think you.
I manifest myself living
happy.
to a ripe old age.
I am perfectly happy to go in the next room and be the first one that dies right now. However, I have been forbade.
You are forbidden
from doing so.
Forbidden. It's like the
Let's see
lambada
how well I
of
listen to that
suicide.
one.
The forbidden dance.
And Tracy says, I have said it before. Oh yeah, I already got that. Sorry. I wish there was a way to know that you've already read
that. Yeah, they should change colors or something. They should
something.
Yeah. I have notes and they pertain to you.
Okay.
I don't know what this first one is. Fuck a gaga goo goo goo. I don't know what that was. Was that something over the weekend?
I was playing a video game and I'm very free with my language while I do so. Hey, I just realized that Vitamin C and Deb are here on Instagram. Shout out to those guys.
That's a V for vitamin
C. I will circle back to the whatever I said, but I actually had a great chat with Christine this afternoon. Christina.
With the
I great chat with her this afternoon. It was one of the highlights of my day. Actually, I had 2 chats with her, and she had some promising conversation with the doctor here in Cape Coral that she wants me to go see.
Go figure.
She's not usually wrong about things.
Well, thank you for doing that.
Although she thinks she didn't know what an ibis was, so now we call ibis yard chickens. An ibis is a bird with long beak like this. It's white. It's about that big, I guess, and it's got it's like a little it looks almost like a little flamingo, like a little stork or something.
It's like a little stork, but the beak curves downward.
So she
very skinny.
She's like, have you seen these yard chickens? Do you guys have yard chickens by you?
They're
and I'm
not
like,
yard chickens.
Do you mean ibis? And she's like, no, these yard chickens. I know what an ibis is. This isn't an ibis. And she tells me the story. And sure enough, it was an ibis. So, brilliant doctor, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, but terrible birder. She went home, checked with her husband. So, but now here's the crazy thing: we're calling them yard chickens.
We are, but we also call her Christine, because she's not bright.
That's not true. It's like Doug wants a little sister, and he wants it to be Christine.
Actually,
and he has to pick.
I actually tease her that
weird.
she got her chiropractor training at a mail-in correspondence school,
and yet
took her a week.
She did a wonderful. I assure you, the student loans she had to pay off, and I don't know the numbers. I wouldn't say the numbers if I did, but I assure you, it was not a correspondence.
I will say this:
correspondence program.
My father,
unless it was that nursing school down in Lauderdale where you could buy.
Oh yeah, you just get a, or maybe she's the daughter of somebody that used to be on Desperate Housewives or something like that. My father was had his doctorate, and I think I'm still getting calls for student loans. 35 years.
What she's
after
doing, what
death.
she's doing is fantastic. She's got a niche market with that mobile chiropractic. So she just goes to her customers' houses. She
And when she drives by in that van,
well, but here's the thing that's really cool. The van is beautiful. Doug designed it. She's a mobile chiropractor, so she goes to her clients. She even has a client in Orlando she goes to see, which is about an hour from her.
small mouse.
But it's like a whole family that she does. And it's nice because she can make her own hours, but it's even better for clients because if you're at work and you don't have time during the day,
Oh, it's fantastic.
just
Yeah.
go ahead out and see her. And she's just a fantastic chiropractor. She uses this like little, it's like a little, how do you say? It's like a stapler.
It's a piezo.
Like it works like a stapler. It's called
Tuning fork.
It's called an activator, and it just goes boom boom, and then boom 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 boom. And when she's done, she uses this big vibrator on you. It's not like in a sex way. It's like a big one. And
Well,
then and
it was with me.
don't
She
be
didn't know it was.
do not be
I was
inappropriate in
enjoy-
association with my
okay,
friends.
I'm sorry.
business.
I'm sorry.
So in any case, she also gets all of her clients discounts on supplements.
Stuff.
And she's who I bought my biomat through. And I got to tell you, the biomat is an absolute game changer. And she also makes delightful sweets and puts them in cardboard boxes, like her own like little cardboard bakery boxes. But they have stevia sometimes because she knows I can't have the sugar, and it makes his mouth go.
Thank you for the tweet. I have a dumb mouth.
And Trace says, I may have not been the best choice as a handler. We may be more Bonnie and Clyde, or Bonnie and Bonnie, whatever. Trace says, hello, everyone.
That's you said Trace, but it's really Ann.
Sorry. Marijuana. By the way, if you're new to the show, you've never watched before, I have a health issue. So every night I take cannabis oil, and usually halfway through the podcast, I'm a ridiculous hot mess. Halfway through, a quarter way through, depends on the night.
Well, it depends, but yeah,
on average.
Wait, I think we just uncovered something.
What's that?
Your speed to ridiculousness is enhanced by the marijuana, absorbing into your system.
Yeah.
So when you don't have marijuana, it's what, like 0 to 60 in 45 minutes.
I really don't know. I mean, there's been episodes where I haven't had any cannabis.
That's true. Yeah.
And there's episodes where, so I was taking it at 7 for a while. Like I was precisely taking it at 7, and it would hit like at like 9 o'clock. I'd start getting goofy. And the problem is that Doug wants to wrap it up. So I would start getting goofy. The pod would start getting good. So I don't know if it was the 9 o'clock time slot or the weed kicking it. So I started taking my weed at 6.
It's called an adjustment.
And I don't feel like I do feel like the marijuana makes me like a little bit more
ridiculous.
No, I have like these uninhibited by it definitely
introspective.
Not to be like a proponent of drugs, but it opens your mind. And I don't do drugs to open my mind, although it has worked out well for the podcast. I take them for pain. I wake up in the morning and I have this debate every day.
Like, should I take this?
I have to be in a tremendous amount of pain before I take it during the day. And the problem is that with the podcast, no offense to you guys, that if I take the weed anytime after 12 o'clock, I am sound asleep and there's no way I'm doing a podcast. But if I take it like by 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm fine. So I fight it, and try not to take anything. And some days that means I'm fighting the pain all the way till 6 o'clock at night, or it was 7 o'clock at night. And I would wait, I was trying to take it as late as possible because I didn't want to be all fucked up for the podcast. Come to find out, when I'm fucked up on the podcast, we have fun. I'm a fun drunk, not a drunk, but pothead, whatever you want to call me. I'm not a drunk at all. I have like 7 drinks a year.
Yeah, you don't drink very much at all.
It just makes me feel like shit. And obviously with lime, you're really not supposed to because it manifests as sugar. And the lime lives on sugar, but yeah. To your point about the shot, what was I saying?
Oh yeah. I was just going to show this clip of this game. So all right, so we got this game. It's called Mario Wonder.
Oh my god, Switch. It's crazy!
And so we started playing it this weekend. And there's this one level, and I'm going to play it for you. But basically, you'll see these blocks, right? So they're dotted line, and you can't jump on them until the dotted line turns to a solid color. So you have to time it, and it's to a musical song, and it starts going really fast.
I finally beat it, though.
And so she beat it, but she got almost all the way through it. And what happens is that after they turn solid,
they disappear.
They disappear after like a second and a half. So I'm just going to play this for you, and then I'll tell you what she said. So this looks hard, right? You gotta wait for
have
wait,
audio on it?
jump, and then you jump again, and then and you're behind, and then this part right here. So at that last part, it's near impossible because it starts disappearing before you even get there. And so she yells out, "Fuck a gaga goo goo goo."
Sounds like something I would say. Steven says the new Bailey's mint cocktail looks yummy. Yeah, we're not really drinkers. I don't like anything like milk based.
I'm not a
I don't like
minty
to
guy.
drink
Yeah,
milk.
I like Bailey's, but I'm not
I
a
do
mint
like a good
guy.
hot chocolate. I do like hot chocolate. Well, I like if it tastes like a mint chocolate chip. It's Bailey's mint cocktail. Looks yummy. I would make like a mint chocolate chip.
I'm not gonna not drink it.
You get some espresso liqueur and like some Bailey's and some what's the mint stuff?
Cream de mint.
And just there you go, mint chocolate chip.
I'm wondering if any of those coffee
bartend.
liqueurs would have caffeine in them. Like if I remember being out and had a espresso martini.
Four Loco.
Yeah,
Can you please tell our Four Loco story?
I never drank it, and I was never really aware with it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I cannot believe
Loco. I don't remember drinking.
When we were in Bridgeton, we bought a Four Loco. In the grocery store. Remember the grocery store where you were being Indian?
Situate.
We brought the cupcake vodka. Because I told Veronica
terrible.
It was gross.
Yeah,
it wasn't
terrible.
cupcake. It was cookie dough.
Cookie dough vodka.
Cookie dough vodka. Veronica wanted to try it. She was like months away from turning 18. It was a sip. And a Four Loco just because we wanted to get a Four Loco. So we tried the Four Loco.
I don't remember trying it. I remember having a Four Loco.
I don't remember much about it, but we did try it. It just didn't taste good.
Yeah.
And then we had so much fun. But we don't really like, we had what, 2 cocktails while the Shays were here, like on separate days.
Oh, but Nolan's coming. That could lead us
we had one when Nolan came. So we'll probably have a cocktail.
Well, it was a bucket of rum punch of some sort. That was delightful.
Yeah. I had 2. Well, I turned around and
I got her a different bucket.
I didn't want another one, and I had a shot. But if you're going to order a shot, lemon drop is very nice. It's the easiest shot you will ever drink.
We used to do the mudslide shots. It was like layered.
Oh, so I will tell you about that after I read Anne's comment. Anne says, "Aha, you mentioned Bailey's. I just added some to a small glass of chocolate milk." Oh, good girl. Oh. So we used to do it was butter shots, which is like tastes like butterscotch, and you would float Bailey's on top, and it was called a slippery nipple, and if you put whipped cream on it, it was called a blowjob. So when I was graduating from college, so I went back to college as a returning student, so I didn't do all the like going out and stuff right before graduation. The economics club, the economics department had a competition. I actually won, and I won an award for mine. I don't remember what the award was, but I have it. And I got some money, and it wasn't a lot. It was like $500 or something.
I'll take it.
And so we went. I took everybody to the bar, and so we went, and this guy Mars, who's the nicest guy, nice Indian guy, like he's Muslim. I think he's from Pakistan. Very conservative. His wife wears the whole thing.
Right.
Super nice guy, but like hadn't had a lot of experience with women. Went home to India after to Pakistan after college. Well, it's India, but pre-division. But he went home, and his family had introduced him to someone. So anyway, we're in this bar, and this like sweet innocent kid who's like, always, by the way, Donna Karan glasses. All of our friends who are foreign, they love brands. Like they always wear this stuff with the logos. It's crazy. So anyway, I said, "Hey, do you want a blowjob?" He was like, "Yes, I do."
Tell me more.
The poor guy was
right
like,
now.
What?
Yes, I would like.
John Nemergrat, my Christian friend who used to call me coked out at 3 a.m.
Who sometimes joins us on the show.
Sometimes comes to the show to talk about Jesus. The 3 of us were drinking, me and Sarah, and then oh god, there was one other guy. There was this soccer dad that was like, oh, we need to be dating because we're like the 2 dads, and I'm like, no, you're gross. And Steven says, butterscotch schnapps. Tracy says, I love slippery nipples.
Yeah, I bet she does.
Personally or professionally?
Oh,
And then she says,
professionally.
California root beers made with Galeno is delicious, but lemon drop martinis are my favorite. I have not had a drink in about 3 years.
Look at you.
Ooh, that's how you got skinny, girl. And also that, she did the bypass thing.
Although also,
but you have to, I got to tell you, I have so much respect for anybody.
Oh, absolutely.
It's so hard.
Yeah,
like you people, the people that go to the gym and like eat healthy, so much easier than what she's doing. So much easier than what she's doing. So, and I think most people that do it have done.
Wait, did you just out her on no? Did people know? She's
outed herself.
Okay, all right. I just checking.
She outed herself in all of the ways.
One of my favorite alcoholic drinks is Malibu and root beer. It tastes like sunscreen, and it's just delicious.
I am Facebook friends with a woman, an author, who has never had root beer. I have demanded.
It's like people from Europe taste root beer and they don't know what the hell to do. They don't know what just happened in their mouth.
Tracy says it is public knowledge, and sometimes it's pubic knowledge, depending on where we're talking that you came out.
It's carnal knowledge.
Because they're like this. That's how my dad refers to lesbians or any two women together like that. He assumes.
Well, if the two women are together, doesn't that?
No, like walking like down the street with their Stanley cups and their Uggs on and and then God's greatest gift, yoga pants. So what were we talking about? Oh, so this woman, she's never had root beer. And I'm okay, run, do not walk. She never even had a root beer float. She doesn't like root beer. She's had root beer. She doesn't like it. And I'm like, have you ever had a root beer float?
I do not like a root beer. A&W can kiss my ass.
You need to go to A&W and get a root beer float.
Get yourself a float.
In her next post, she's eating spicy gummy bears. She's Asian. I don't know whatever, but I guess it's like.
Then my accent was way off.
And with these, she told me the spices, but there were things like I didn't know, and I I'm sure it's Americans have picked it up, but it's big over there. So she has these spicy gummy bears that she's made, and so I said, well, I'll try those if you try a root beer float, and maybe we could do like a little video swap. And so I looked up. So I was thinking, well, wait a second. She sends me the spices, and I'm like, oh, that's spicy. And she's like, well, there's spicy adjacent. I'm like, for you maybe, not necessarily
American.
For me.
It's American spicy.
American spicy. And so, or like spice. I'm spicy adjacent though. Like if they're spicy adjacent, and I'm spicy adjacent, then it should be okay. But my concern is if they're spicy and you use those diet gummy bears.
Oh,
do you know about the diet gummy bears?
You're going to have some sort of diet explosion.
Oh my God, the diet gummy bears
in your toilet. So, Steven says, root beer has so much sugar in it. I like sugar. Like a line from Elf.
Loves
a line from Elf.
He will find ways all day to get sugar into its diet.
So, Steven also says, try dissolving gummy bears in Sprite or 7-Up because there's not enough sugar in the Sprite 7-Up already. Okay, what happens? I'm curious. I don't have any Sprite
gummy bears and anything. It's going to be vodka.
It's going to be cannabis and
rum. We have some edibles in the other room. I just I don't I haven't done them. I was hoping Huddy was going to come and do some gummy edibles with me or
he's all talk.
That guy. He is all talk. Let me read you this little post about the sugar-free gummy bears.
Sugar-free gummy bears.
Tell me if
review
you want to have
on Amazon.
This mixed up with spices. And I think it's safe to say that we can keep the explosion on the phone. It was my last class, and this is from Gold Bears. Sorry, it was reviewed by Luke. Luke has given them,
and he's only giving them 1 star.
4 out of product details. They do have a 4 out of 6 out of 5.
But the title of this review is fantastic.
See You in Hell, Haribo Sugar-Free Gummy Bears. It was my last class of the semester, and my final exam is 30% of our grade. After a late night study session, I felt confident, but I decided between sleeping in on cooking breakfast. My eyelids chose sleep. My stomach later regretted this decision. After a comfortable, uncomfortable grouse, I finally decided to make a quick stop at the campus bookstore and grab a quick snack before my test. Since the semester was ending and everyone was going home for the summer, a lot of items were on sale, including the snacks and candy they keep up front. Being in a hungry state that I was in, it only felt logical to pick the largest yet least expensive candy in order to get the more bang for my buck. And there they sat, 2 bags of Haribo sugar-free gummy bears, buy one, get one free. What a deal, I thought naively. I would eat one bag before my test, one bag afterwards.
It's a reward.
As I walked to class, I gleefully chewed on those abominable little bastards, unaware of the utter mayhem that would soon unleash upon my poor, poor anus. Do you want those to be fucking spicy? I don't think so. I sat down at my desk and my professor informed us that due to issues with the cheating in the past, restroom breaks would be prohibited until the completion of the exam. I'll give you 10 minutes to use the restroom now. This is your last chance. Any taker? The demon bears hadn't released their unholy normal necromancy upon my stomach yet. So in a moment of ignorant foolishness, I remained seated, still munching on those miniature bear-shaped bombs. After the students wise enough to take the professor's offer had returned, the professor handed out the test. I was 6 questions in when it happened. It started subtly at first, although a slightly tingly sensation in my lower abdomen. I thought nothing of it, assuming my intestines were just doing their thing. Little did I know that my intestines were trying desperately to warn me of the horror that was in the horizon. By 9, it had happened again, but this time it was followed by a sharp pain, as all of those infernal hellions had orchestrated an attack on my colon. They do this with spicy food. I forgot to contain the groan that tried escaping my lips. It was at this point I began to panic. Something was going horribly wrong, and I needed to get through the test to get worse. By question 14, my worst fear was upon me. The Satan's bear's burning hot, liquidy magic gun crashed against my anal sphincter like a tidal wave. This guy's going to come on the podcast. I was able to close the hatch just in time, but those relentless toxic spares beat against it like orcs breaking down the doors of Helm's Deep. I knew I wouldn't be able to so much as shift my seat without risking a breach. I kept fighting through my exam, clenching my cheeks with all my might. Beads of sweat began scrolling down my neck. Suddenly, a loud gurgling cry came from my belly.
Oof.
The entire class lifted its head. At this point, nothing mattered except expelling this ungodly presence of bowels. With 15 questions left, I promptly wrote C up for every answer and ran out of the classroom. My professor yelling something, but I was so preoccupied with the volcanic eruption that needed to take place before I could find sweet relief. I burst into the restroom like the Kool-Aid man, and behold, the handicap stall is empty. Sun rays from the oppression adjacent window shone upon it as if a gift from God himself. It took me less than 0.5 seconds to undo my belt buckle, pull down my pants, and finally relax my weary buttocks on a toilet seat. It took absolutely no effort to expel this demon. Almost indefinitely, the floodgates of hell were opened and damned. Liquefied souls of entire bags of gummy bears cried as they burned through my sphincter into the abyss below. I had never felt such simultaneous anguish and relief in my life. Again, imagine if they're spicy.
I want
with foreign spices.
I want Morgan Freeman
We're
to read
used
that.
to American spices. Foreign spices,
No.
They're extra spicy, I think. Maybe that's like nationalist of me. I don't know. After more than 30 minutes of this, I immediately went home, dug a hole in my backyard, and burned the remaining bag of gummy bears. I repeat, do not eat these spawns of Satan. Not only did they fail me to cause me to fail my test, but the anguish I experienced is something I don't wish upon anyone, not even my worst enemy. The only place God has forsaken, hell bears are buried deep below the earth's surface. I gotta tell you, I think I'm gonna get a couple bags because I can never shit. I'd rather have gummy bears than, I don't know,
well,
magnesium.
Steven says sugar-free candy has laxatives in it.
I would like that. I need to poop sometime.
He also says that it would be great if we could grow a large cannabis plant behind you as a prop for your show. Good idea.
I can just
plant
a large cannabis plant. I got some seeds.
That is the best
some seeds that I've had like 5 years now. Let's put them in the herb garden.
Just sprinkle them to the wind like Johnny Appleseed.
We just had our inspection, so nobody should be coming back anytime soon, right? So our house gets inspected like every 5 months. It's so stupid. It's a lease through like a corporate like outfit or whatever. And so they send somebody by every 5 months. So I guess if we're gonna grow weed, we have to do it in the aero garden.
Yeah.
We might as well. We have the empty pods. We'll do it with Nolan.
Planting. Okay,
so
good. I had other notes, and I also have some photos and things like.
We were talking about alcohols.
We were talking about alcohol.
I enjoy a mojito. I had a terrible salad that got me very, very drunk while we were in Florida the first night we were
Thanksgiving,
there.
yeah.
It was a salad that got me drunk. Douglas says,
I was just looking at my notes over the weekend, that things you said.
"Oh, right."
So my wife usually does a hand signal for certain things. I think I've talked about this on the podcast. This
Chicken on a
is
salad.
chicken on a salad. There's other things. So I don't really remember the hand signal too much, but could you get me the skiddly doobop?
Oh, that was my hair thing.
And that was this bendable hair thing, the skiddly doobop. Like, I'm supposed to know.
You knew what it was.
What skiddly doobop was. And the
sorry.
problem is I didn't know.
Did I convey what I was saying?
I did know what it was. So
That's the thing about me, is as much as, I have late end stage neurological Lyme. So my brain not always there. I have some lesions. It's fun. I haven't been checked in a while, but I had 2 lesions last time I was there.
So another thing that you said this weekend that was
I was in low sense.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I had 2 lesions on my brain, so sometimes I mix words up or forget words, so I have to use hand signals or make up words. But I'm still there. Synapse is not all firing, but I'm still in there. So unfortunately,
sometimes it hits a wall and goes thud.
Quite literally.
So you were in the tub, I believe it was Saturday, and when she lays down, it's kind of hard, get up and turn off the water. So a lot of times I will turn off the water.
It's hard enough to get it in the tub.
So she's in the thing, and I look, water's getting near the top. So I go to shut the water off, and she says, "That's no." That's no. That's not enough water. Please don't turn that off. That's no.
You know what Stephen and I have to say to that?
Skiddly doobop.
Skiddly doobop. Yeah, I think that might be the. I get no offense to anybody else, because there's been all kinds of bright, insightful, and hilarious comments over the world, but I don't know that there's ever been a podcast in history that has had a comment come in that says skiddly doobop.
Oh,
I was the only podcast you ever have skiddly doobop.
Aluminum siding.
Your comment.
In a workout.
Screenshot that. I'm going to make an ad of it. The only podcast to have skiddly doobop as a comment in the live. The tub is perfect for a slippery nipple drink.
Well, you don't want to slip in the tub. That's something that old people do, and they fall and they can't get up. So.
Hear me out.
All right, listen.
You get a tub.
Yep.
You go to the Poconos. Go to one of those.
You don't want to know what's
champagne bathtubs
in those.
You have a hazmat team come and clean it, and you have the carpet just ripped out. You have the floors fumigated. You have new floors put in. Then you make a slippery nipple in the champagne
and just jump into it.
Or make it a blowjob with the whipped cream. That might be even more fun. You could take your slippery nipple and turn it into a blowjob.
In the Poconos. Yeah, but those rooms have got to be so nasty.
We'll get there faster.
It's not the Poconos.
It's
not the Poconos. It's Kokomo.
Way up in Poconos.
Pennsylvania. There's mountains. Ooh, I want to take you.
That's all you know.
Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia. Go
not
to
far
Drexel
from Scranton, Pennsylvania. There's towns that make steel and other things. There were coal mines in the 50s. and now there's lots of fracking.
This is what you get. He's not even on drugs. Tracy says, yummy. I think she means me. And Steven says, I've done that in the Poconos. Heart-shaped bed and private indoor pool the size of a small closet. Aren't you so cute?
Nice. I think they use that on the Golden Bachelor.
Did you I think he is the Golden Bachelor.
Steven, are you the Golden Bachelor?
Do we know Steven? How do we know Steven?
I don't know Steven. I don't know.
I think I know Steven. Oh, Steven's a podcaster, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he has good taste in podcasts, because this is just a rip-roaring event.
I don't know how I know Steven Gerber. Sometimes you're just a nice person.
Are you in relation to Randy Gerber?
I'm going to warn you right now, Steven Gerber. The
maybe it's the Gerber baby food baby all grown up.
No, but I'm just saying that what happens is you come here a couple times, and I think this is like
Steven's been here before. He's definitely been here.
The more you come, you're going to become friends with these people. We're going to know every detail of your life, and I just can't picture you right now. Steven has a sexy lady on his wall.
Sexy lady.
And he has monkeys. What's wrong with sexy ladies and monkeys is the way to go.
That's a party.
Dude, remind me to tell you the story. Remind me to tell you a story about the monkeys that were 5 cents a piece. Doug does not like the story. I find it to be hilarious. And then nope, not a podcaster, no relation to anyone famous. I don't think that podcasters are by nature famous. Or at least
Randy Gerber
not
is the guy that
these
landed like Cindy
podcasters.
Crawford, like after Richard Gere or something. They got married.
Well, you could just have
Well, I don't know why I
maybe he
remember
has
that. That was
podcast
a
about
long time
monkeys.
ago.
Let me just tell you right now, if you have a podcast about monkeys, I will watch that shit. I love monkeys.
I would listen to a podcast about the monkeys.
I want
I'm a
listen
big
to a
fan of that
podcast
band.
conducted by monkeys.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm on a podcast conducted by monkeys.
Sometimes I'll listen to a Bigfoot podcast, and that's kind of like a big monkey, if you think about it.
You're a big monkey.
Mm.
Tracy said, I am down with the sexy ladies and monkeys, right? I'm just saying, maybe we should shift the
wait. Are they lady monkeys or ladies and monkeys? I think it's ladies and monkeys. Monkeys can be mixed gender.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying that like maybe the shift of like maybe we talk about dick too much on the podcast. We need to talk about pussy and monkeys.
Pussy and monkey.
We talk about dick and turtles, and maybe it's time to, to go pussy and monkeys.
Well, I don't know. I'm still talking about turtles. I like turtles.
I'm gonna make that a quote. Pussy and monkeys.
Wait, Stephen asks if Tracy is single. No, Tracy is definitely married. We know that for a fact. But she might be married to herself because we've never seen them both in the same place at the same time.
And Doug thinks they're the same person.
Yeah, sometimes. That's how you know you're a good couple.
Steven said, if she likes monkeys, she may be my soulmate. She likes ladies. Steven, she likes ladies. I assure you, she is not.
Steven probably likes. Steven likes ladies.
Or maybe she's like one of those. You know how like people like late in life realize that they're a lesbian.
Yeah.
Tracy realized like early in life she was just born that way, right? So like I think what happens is maybe she's gonna realize she's straight because of Steven and his monkey.
Well, what would you do for a Klondike? What would you do for a monkey?
I would do a lot for a monkey. I would love a monkey.
I
need a helper monkey so bad.
Yeah, you do, but I'm not changing that thing's diapers.
Maybe
they have to pull the thing's teeth because otherwise they bite your jugular.
Why can't a helper monkey change its own diaper?
It would need a second helper monkey.
No,
and then they start humping each other.
Okay, all those people. By the way, I learned something interesting. All the people that went on New Year's Eve to New York City Times Square crazy, right? They wore diapers so that they could get in. I was informed after the podcast, I think, that most of those people are tourists. They're not even like they fly in to wear a diaper. They change their own diapers. Why can't a monkey?
Tracy would do a lot for a monkey.
Confusing tourists with monkeys.
So here's the thing: monkey maybe, but like you do not want a chimp. Chimps scare the crap out of me. They really do. Just get 2 guinea pigs.
Okay.
Steven.
What is 2 guinea pigs going to do for me? Is it okay? A helper
monkey?
Oh,
like a helper guinea pig. They don't really do much. They just squeal when you open the fridge.
Well, so hear me out.
I'm not letting that thing in my house. Sorry, that thing's fucking creepy. She's got the monkey, the monkey access website where she's going to adopt a monkey to help her with things.
Hear me out. I am always dropping things.
Like a monkey.
Constantly dropping things. I'm constantly dropping things.
Yes. You're losing things.
I'm constantly losing things. I always need drinks. That's a big one. I need drinks. I need to I need towels. I need somebody to answer the door. I need like all things a monkey could do. But right now you do them. Do you want to do them or do you want a monkey to do them?
I don't want to share my house with that.
I understand that, but
rat with opposable thumbs.
You often seem to be resentful and burdened by taking care of me, and I would like to relieve that by getting a monkey.
All right, you can look in if there are like any like interesting looking monkeys.
They're potty trained.
By potty trained, they go back to their cage to use the bathroom.
Yes.
Okay. So there's papers to change.
Yeah, but we just leave the door open, or he can just come outside. I have like a little monkey cage out here, like a little monkey.
That's how the pythons got out.
We'll put like a.
Somebody's like I had a helper python, and they just let it go on.
We'll put one of those like little pop-up tents and like a little.
Oh, like a privacy thing, like they have at the beach.
So we can have privacy.
Very good.
Little monkey privacy. We could get a little monkey composting toilet. Good.
All right, so Tracy says people scare the crap out of me. I take my chance with a monkey. Although you can't take a chance with a chimp.
What do you think, Tracy? Should I get a monkey?
There's some really cute monkeys. Spider monkey.
I just need a helper.
See no evil.
Yeah,
And you can teach a cat to use a toilet. You can train a monkey. Yes. Yeah, so, well, apparently.
Do monkeys go out in public with their human partner? No, our monkeys do not assist with public tasks.
I saw a guy at Publix in a wheelchair had a monkey.
Monkeys are trained to perform tasks within the home environment only. We believe it's important to respect the monkey's hierarchy. See next question and acknowledge that service in public would be stressful for both monkeys and their recipients alike. Indoor, monkeys enjoy outdoor time with their recipients when the weather allows. Many of our monkey recipient pairs relish the playtime together in the backyard or deck or patio. During those times, monkeys are leashed to keep them safe. And they talk about the monkey hierarchy.
Do monkeys, hang on, scroll down. I just saw a thing that I wanted to read.
What?
Do monkeys show affection for their humans?
Absolutely. Oh, I need love from a monkey. I'm just saying, I think that this is the solution. Guys, let's start a GoFundMe to get Stacy a monkey.
Now we're getting a monkey.
Hang on. How much does a monkey cost? We placed our monkeys with the recipients free of charge. Oh. All the costs to the initial training and placement were completely covered by our recipients, and we offer continuing support for the recipient. So it costs them $40,000 per monkey to get it all up and ready. And then they do continuing support for the pair, and it's about $15,000 a year for their entire lives.
Is there anything in that? What happens when that
costs about $500 to they pay for all their care. It's about $500 per month per monkey. So they're looking for money, is what they're saying.
So basically, what happens when the monkey goes ape shit? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, but I would like to know.
Although now what they're going to do is like they're going to see this podcast and they know that you're doing you just want a monkey for.
No, I really want a monkey for help. Like I literally need a helper. Don't you think I need a helper monkey?
You could definitely use a helper monkey.
And something that would like alert me if I was going to get faint. Like I think I feel it before it comes on. Like I feel it pretty far in advance, but when I'm going to get fainty or when my heart rate drops or if I have to hydrate, like for pots, like the hydration is a big deal. I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's certainly people out there that are like worse off than I am that probably would benefit from a helper monkey. So I would feel bad having one, but yeah, I kind of want one.
Like if there were extra ones, like an extra monkey. So is there like?
It's actually really interesting that we should talk about this because I have a friend who has a nonprofit that helps pay for line treatment, and I actually need to reach out to her because I'm going to go see this doctor, and I have refused to do it in the past.
Yeah,
and because there's so many people out there that are suffering, and I never I always feel like, well, other people need it more than I do. And like I've had my kids and they're all grown up, like the money should go to someone else. And I don't know, maybe I should reach out because Christina talked to this doctor that she really wants me to go see. And if we can afford it, great. But if not, I might reach out and see if we can get some support.
So this one says how you can help. You can adopt a monkey, one-time gift of $120, which is just $12 per month for you guys doing math.
It's not really
and they'll send you exclusive footage of monkeys at play. On
that?
A quarterly basis. They'll send you for $120.
Does it say that?
They will say at the top one, yeah.
Oh, footage.
They will send you exclusive footage
all they
quarterly.
Need to do is
so every March, the end of June.
They should open a monkey Patreon.
Yeah.
Because if you paid, then you would automatically pay every month. They would just have a live feed of the monkeys or
I think they're doing it wrong. I think they should. No, I won't say.
They should do a Patreon.
So make a one-time gift of $500, which is $42 a month. You get footage of the monkeys, but they'll also send you an annual calendar with beautiful monkey photos. Make a gift of $1,000. You'll be invited to join an animal care staff in a virtual meeting due to COVID. We're currently not having face-to-face. We also make sure you get exclusive monkey footage and a calendar.
And for $5,000, you can fuck a monkey. $10,000.
Now you're definitely not getting the monkey because they have filters and they look for people on podcasts talking about monkeys.
Monkey fucking.
Nobody's gonna
face, monkey fucker. Don't want to say about monkey fuckers?
No, I don't want to talk about having sex with a monkey that's there to do good for you. I'm
sorry.
Not right. It's not your little
You're
toy.
Here to do good with me.
It's not your little toy.
You're here to do good for me. I have sex with you.
But I'm not a monkey.
And
I'm a man.
all of the burdens of taking care of
Heavy
me
burdens.
can be passed off to the monkey, like having sex with me.
It's not a burden. It's not a burden.
Steven is covering his eyes, his ears, and his face.
Yeah, we did all this. We're all caught up.
We're all caught up?
She needs a monkey. And then Tracy says, I
Yeah,
would like
Tracy-
to build my own Noah's Ark, 2 of every animal, except for the dangerous ones
Hear me out.
and
Tracy,
the gross ones, like
let's
those
go
big ass
halvesies on a monkey.
crab spiders.
So Tracy and I will go halvesies on
All
a
right,
monkey.
you guys can split a monkey.
I will live in an RV in the yard, and we'll split the monkey.
So Ann watched a TikTok today of an Asian man putting a tiny monkey to bed, and he stayed until the monkey fell asleep. Oh, that sounds like a good use of your time, Ann. TikTok. Good gravy.
She's allowed to do whatever the fuck
I'm
she wants.
kidding. I'm just kidding. That's funny
Give her a
though.
goddamn break.
It's
The
funny.
woman is elderly.
She's not
They're really not
No,
elderly.
she's fine.
It's so funny because if you didn't know her age, you would think that she was like
No,
her
no,
age.
yeah. She's
You would think that
she's
she was
hip.
like early 50s.
Oh, and now
She's a little older.
Tracy wants to see the monkey go to sleep. Yeah, we stay till it falls asleep. Oh, it's so nice. Monkey works hard all day.
It's so funny because it's like a running joke about how young Anne looks because everybody always like
Oh,
she
yeah,
looks so young,
yeah.
and it's.
Well,
I don't know that her.
but
I
the
don't know
way
whether
you
her
say
age is
that,
a secret or
way
not,
you
but
way
it's a
you
good
say that
one.
is like, she's over the hell.
No,
But
but
she's
she's
not.
But
She's-
no, but
she's-
she looks significantly
She
younger
does.
than she is. Is
Mm.
my point, and she's a beautiful woman, and she has like her smile is like actually it's like a smile like mine that it's like a full like smile, although she's got like better like teeth than I have, but her like eyes like get all
She's very nice.
like nice and they're sparkly and they're blue.
So
yes.
she says, "Kiss my butt, Stacey. I'm a spring chicken." Yes, she is.
Yes, you
Ann
are.
is adorable.
Dude, you do way more than I do. I would like to talk about the fact that I was high before the podcast and tried to put my makeup on. Do you see what's got going on here?
Oh, it's fine to me.
It's not good.
What do I know? What do I know? I have some pictures to share. Would you like to share pictures and get off the monkey tangent?
Sure, we do need to talk about the Miami aliens though.
Yes, we will. We will talk about that. All right. So I found
50,
random
53.
stuff, and all right. So I found this in Facebook Marketplace, and it's "Counting Crows Suck. Call now." I don't know what they're. I don't know what this is.
Something on Rogan that got everybody all upset.
All right.
Let me Google counting crows. We'll
Okay,
find
you
out.
do that. This was a video of the post-game Buffalo Bills locker room where the coach said that you're one hell of a resilient team, but the the caption said you're one hell of a Brazilian team.
Well,
So
they
I
are
guess
one
that's
hell
in
of
the
a team.
if you're gonna find out if somebody's Brazilian, maybe the locker room's the right place. News today that McDonald's fan favorite, the double Big Mac, makes a long-awaited
Oh my god, I would
return.
eat the shit out of
Who-
McDonald's right now. I want a fillet of fish so bad.
Just DoorDash and fillet of fish. You
I
deserve
want
it.
one so bad.
Um,
I deserve it. I deserve to die a slow death of toxic crap.
There's not that many neurotoxins in that fish. Anyways, a double Big Mac. That's 4 patties of Mac. See, now I would have maybe gone with like this mystery middle patty. I might have added one in between each one. I think that would have been
secret menu
delightful.
things that you can do for McDonald's where you like get like 2 McChickens and you put a burger in the middle. Oh, if you go at like 11 o'clock, like right between breakfast and
Yeah.
lunch, you can get a breakfast sandwich and a McChicken.
Oh, yeah.
Or like down here in Florida, in the South, you can get biscuits and gravy at McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to get the biscuits and gravy and the chicken sandwich, and it's basically a chicken waffle. Oh, now that sounds actually pretty good.
No, yeah.
But I don't want it with McDonald's.
No. I wanted somebody else. And then finally, there was a lot of flooding on the North Shore and into New Hampshire. This guy was stuck in a Domino's pizza on a table. And look at that. Oh, that water is
There
just
was an
nasty.
RV park in Tennessee
Nasty.
that was the exact same way. It was just underwater.
There
Like
was
there was one RV that was elevated enough. One travel trailer just
really?
happened to be a little bit higher. There must have been 20 RVs,
There-
but they were all the travel trailers and
Right,
fifth
right,
wheels. Of course, I don't know if there was anybody there with drivable. Some trailer parks are just, some are just park models, and some are just who's and we'll call it. Some are just park models, and some are just what do you call it?
mobile homes.
Travel trailers or fifth wheels.
Fifth wheels.
But no.
There was in Mariana, Florida, which I did not know where this is way up in the Panhandle. It's west of Tallahassee. Had a tornado go through the town, and it was nasty. And it went through a trailer RV park, and it was just I haven't heard. I heard 5 people died from this storm in general, but I don't know how people made it out of that RV park alive. I mean, it was just devastated. Tracy says that must have been freezing. Yeah, and like he's just sort of casually sitting there in his boots. And then part of Martha Vineyard was underwater, and part of Scituate was underwater. The whole Cole Parkway up to this, up to Sam's and up to CVS was all flooded. A couple of the other roads were flooded. A guy in Norwood got his car submerged, and he couldn't swim, so they had to get him out of a tree. On Upland Street in Norwood. So yeah, it was no joke, this little storm.
I'm cold.
All right, well,
okay, so Miami. We got to talk about Miami.
So all right, tornadoes have a tendency to tear through trailer parks. Makes me think.
There was just a huge tornado in Lauderdale last weekend. They've had that area was having an interesting week. So first they had the tornado, and we just saw like lightning ripped up. Do we have a video or a screenshot?
I don't.
I probably, you know what? I definitely have one of my goddamn TikToks.
But I have another weather related.
But I have so many backed up right now. What's your weather related?
Well, it's weather related. This fact kind of blew my mind. We didn't have a ton of rain this year, like compared to other years. But wait till you see this graphic. All right, so our side of Florida got 30 inches of rain near Naples, and then Fort Lauderdale 114 inches of rain. So we got the driest and the wettest.
We look at a fucking swamp.
Like split right down the middle. That was crazy.
Really okay. So I had a bunch of stuff that I had saved, but I can't seem to pull it up. I did want to share this. It seems the Miami Mall. So yes, I had actually asked our followers about this. That's why I pulled this page up. I was like, why did I pull that page up? I had asked our people about the Miami Mall incident. So for those of you who haven't followed, there was an incident at a mall in Miami, and I forget which mall it was, but you can Google it. And according to police reports, there were hundreds of kids, or like several groups of kids, teens or whatever, fighting with sticks, or some of them had sticks. And that, and who knows what is true and what is not true. I haven't heard what I don't know which. I haven't read like the any of the news sources today, so I need to see like the latest stories. But the gist of it is, there was an incident. A ridiculous amount of police were sent out. They're saying it was. These are the facts. They are saying that it was kids with sticks, several groups of kids with sticks. And then there's a whole other stuff that I'm not sure what is true or what is not true. Some of the things that have been said. They shut the police scanners down. They shut down the airspace except the helicopter above. Two teens were arrested. The 2 teens arrested is they're claiming to be a fact. Whether that's true, who knows? And then large 9-foot tall creatures. And
I heard one ate a baby.
Did you really hear that one?
I saw this guy reported that a witness saw these things coming through, and one grabbed a child, like a child, not a baby. But
and I had also seen a report that they were people were shooting at them, which sounds likable. But like, again, the other one is like, what are the men in black there with like their little flashy thing? I wish I had the pictures for it. I'm sorry. I'm just not organized enough today. So I don't know, but it does seem like something fishy is going on. I don't know. What do you think?
I think everything has an explanation. I think if there were aliens running around the mall. They use the kids with sticks as a cover story. That's a bad cover story. And I think that they probably would, because they have to get that helicopter up there for surveillance if anybody runs off or whatever, say there's an active shooter. They have to shut down the airspace, so that sort of explains that. Maybe they were a little
But
gung-ho.
why do you think they had to shut down the if it was aliens? They have to shut down
No,
the
because
airspace?
if you put a helicopter up and it's close to the airport, they probably have to shut down traffic while that helicopter's in the air. And
That's plausible.
for things. So, my guess is that probably happens.
But I
a
don't
lot
know that
in
they would
Los
have
Angeles.
like an airport located that close to the city where they couldn't have a helicopter. Like that seems.
Miami's
By the way,
airports in
there's a
Miami.
portion of Miami which is what Grand Theft Auto is based on. It's not good. It ain't, like there's parts of Miami that are very nice. The architecture, gorgeous.
Oh yeah, no,
The
it's cool as hell.
architecture is amazing.
Yeah.
But there's parts that are sketchy.
So we went there. We didn't. I mean, it was touristy, whatever. We didn't love it because we're not like city folk. I think, like for the most part, we like So, but so last week you had the Buffalo Bills coming to town. So prior to that, you had Tyreek Hill's the receiver for the Dolphins. His house caught on fire. Then you've got the aliens at the mall. And then you've got everybody from Buffalo dumping on Friday and Saturday into Miami, places on edge. You've got tornadoes on Saturday in Fort Lauderdale in the area. You've got the hotel being lit up with the AFC champs Dolphins. Didn't happen. And then you've got this crazy Buffalo game to cap it all off on Thursday. So now the Miami, instead of playing next week in Miami, if Miami wins, they would have played the Bills again next week in Miami. Having the Bills travel back to Miami again, they have to go to Kansas City, and there's going to be a minus 18 wind chill. It's going to be the coldest game on record, they think. While everybody is being told in Kansas City to stay in your house because it's dangerous, but yet they're having this game. Now that makes no sense. Why don't they just move that to a warmer dome like Indianapolis or whatever?
Now.
I'm sorry, I'm going a little crazy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Anyways, so
but we were talking about the Miami Mall, which was one of the key items.
I'll go back to it. Go
ahead. You want to?
No. I was just going crazy because
to talk about with the football.
No, because it went off the rails. It started with the house fire, then the aliens, and then craziness.
Okay, so the point is that there were aliens.
There
was a tornado.
Yeah,
like it was an aggressive tornado, and they lit up the guitar wrong. And that's terrible. And then here's the terrible one. A Buffalo Bills fan in Miami was shot.
He actually
killed.
He got hit by a car. And then apparently he and his friends started something with the driver of the car.
Okay.
And then the driver of the car shot one of the guys.
Well, there you go.
And he died. So tragic.
Sorry.
We don't know what exactly happened. Tragic.
Alcohol involved?
Not good.
Likely. Male egos involved? Likely. Still sad.
Yeah.
Loss of human life.
Yeah. No. So you don't know it. It's like I could come on here and say, oh, Bills fan got shot, blah, 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 blah. But from what I know about it,
did get shot.
Bills fan definitely got shot. He died. It was a tragedy. He seemed. I watched the interview with his mom. It was terrible. So, anyways,
prayers to the family.
Yeah, for sure.
And prayers to both families because people do something in a moment of stupidity, weakness, whatever, rage. And it can destroy your life. And I don't mean just destroy your life in the sense that he's probably going to go to jail for a very long time, lose everything, his career, his family, whatever. But the fact that he has to live with that, he killed a man. Like nobody wants to kill somebody.
Well, a week before, Ian Ziering from Sharknado fame
in 90210,
a bunch of kids on like little mini bikes and stuff were zooming up and down the street, and one of them hit his car. So he got out and grabbed the kid. And then all the other kids turned around and came up, and there was a big melee, and they were all pounded on.
How bad was it?
I don't know how bad it was, but when I read it, apparently Ian Ziering's daughter was in the car with him. I don't know how old she is, but
Jesus, that must have been terrifying.
It probably wasn't.
She's got to be older.
Yeah, it probably wasn't okay. But like, there's a story behind some stuff, and I mean,
the daughter, I don't know.
It's Joel's daughter.
Yeah, I just wanted to know how old they were. 2013. So when's 2013?
That was 10 years ago. So she's a 10-year-old kid.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That must have been terrifying.
That is terrifying. So who knows? Yeah. So, I mean, yeah.
Well, prayers to them, but yeah, but I think like the thing is that, you know,
There were no aliens in that story.
a moment can change your life.
Yeah.
So back to the fucking aliens. So there were aliens. No, were aliens. Were
Alleged
maybe not.
aliens.
I saw some new footage today that was like, oh, well, that either is good Photoshop, which I should send to my husband to inspect, or there's something there that's concerning.
So, all right, well, let me ask you this question: if there's a big melee with cops and shooting people and people shooting at aliens,
Yeah,
what happened to the aliens? That was like last week. What, they don't just go back to wherever they came from.
I don't know what they did.
Hmm.
There was a portal, and it goes
Oh.
to Antarctica, and they reversed the portal and went to Antarctica.
Oh, okay.
Because
sure.
there's an underground. There's an underground. I'm not even kidding. This is what I heard on TikTok. This, yeah, reputable. Anything on the. I don't care if it's fucking CNN or TikTok. It's just as reputable. They said that there's a portal, and it's
Sure.
where they were was the exact opposite of where they live in Antarctica under the ground. Because they live
So
under
the opposite
ground.
of Antarctica is the North Pole.
That's why the Antarctica has like military presence there.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
And they have their own like generation and stuff because of the aliens.
Yeah. Well,
live underground.
what about the underground moon colonies? Are they the same?
I think
team?
it's the same thing. Alien underground moon colonies.
So
But they're demonic because aliens are demonic because that's what the Christian people said. I don't really agree with some of this. Some of it's crazy. Some of it maybe I don't know. But the point is that supposedly people, I've heard multiple different stories. People were shooting at them. They had to shut down the police. Oh, they said they shut down the police scanners. They didn't want people to know what was going on. They didn't want people to go into a panic. So they got there and the aliens were there and scaring people and people were shooting at them. And eventually they must have gone back through the portal.
The poor aliens.
The underground alien
They
moon
must have
colony.
been so scared.
So I asked, and they must have been terrified. It's not nice to shoot at aliens. I don't believe in any kind of war, intergalactic or otherwise. So I said, Miami Mall, teens or sticks, aliens or something else. I asked on my wall 1 day ago. And it says something strange for sure is afoot, but I don't know what it is either. And he says, Stacey, seen videos surface catching them on camera. It's definitely something not from here, but those videos are taken down and new videos are surfaced showing clearly fake entities. You're right. Something is afoot. You don't need much law enforcement to stop a bunch of kids fighting, plus unmarked helicopters. Something is fishy. Of course, I said I haven't seen a believable pic, but I know it was for sure not kids with sticks. And then, I thought I pulled this up on the screen. It's it's hard to tell. It could be a number of things. Election, war, Epstein's log was just released, one or all of those, meaning that it's a distraction, sleight of hand, which I think that the media does a lot. And then, or like, it's not that they create, I'm sure that they have created situations in the past. I'm 100% sure that they have. Yeah. But I think that they'll take something and blow it out of proportion or without like a clear explanation so it'll get attention. Not that police presence at the Miami Mall isn't, but
they're just
one phone call to Miami.
Like,
hey, we need a news story. Next thing that happens, send 1 billion people. Or
but
maybe
what are
it's
we
just
diverting? What are we diverting from? Like the 8 names that we already knew were on the Epstein plane? Or like
yeah, they want people because everybody has ADD. People forget about it. But here's my thing: it could just be DeSantis being like, Florida's tough on crime. And you know how it is, like when you your kid falls at a tree and like you call 911, they send an ambulance or whatever, and the police cruisers. Police is usually the first one there, then the fire truck, then the ambulance, which is hilarious that the fire truck gets there first, but whatever. And
they're closer
than the ambulance.
Yeah.
The ambulance is at the fire station. In any case.
Wait, maybe you're right. DeSantis creates the thing,
to show a strong police presence. But
No,
it
as a
wasn't done.
boost to his campaign. I'm the alien anti-alien president.
Well,
Nobody, nobody's gonna get in these borders.
Illegal or
or otherwise. Yeah, intergalactic.
So
I'm tough on aliens.
But my point.
My name is Ron DeSantis, and I paid for
completely
this
lost my
message.
point.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Completely lost everything I was talking about.
I got in character. I'm sorry.
So aliens.
Diversions.
That's neurological line for you.
Anne says it's an absolute diversion, and then she says, "How about the caves in New York?" I don't know anything about caves in New York. What is
This
this?
is supposedly underground underground tunnels. Is that what we're talking about?
Oh, like Beauty and the Beast back in the 80s, where there's
No,
like this
like-
beast that lives in the
like
subway.
caves where there's like sex trafficking or something. I don't know if there's new ones. I don't know. Risa said that I feel like it's going to somehow be their excuse for controlling TikTok to prevent the spread of misinformation in an even more tyrannical fashion. And I said, I don't know what the hell is happening, but something's up. And she said, absolutely. Our governing bodies are basically gangs of pedophilic shitbags seeking to have ever more power and wealth at whatever expense necessary, gaslighting us at every turn. Said, I can't say you're wrong. Doug might disagree.
I don't think you can cast a wide net and call everybody in politics a pedophile.
I would say that in general, you can't call everybody in politics a pedophile, but given the magnitude of the Epstein list, and I think that I think she's being hyperbolic, but it's apropos. Like that. She's being hyperbolic, but it's apropos. Make you look words up.
All right, so I'm
still not.
Go ahead.
It's a lot to wrap your head around. I said to her, and she said it's a lot to wrap your head around the kind of evil we're talking about here. Most people would rather not, as an act of self-preservation. If you can't see a course of action other than the complete deconstruction, it does not do for anyone's mental health. But here we are. And Risa, brilliant woman, she is adamant that I should lead our commune. I said, or cult, and every time I'm like, or it could just be a commune. She's like, no, cult all the way. You're in charge. So
okay.
She's a brilliant woman. Anne asked me to explain a little bit better. She was laughing her ass off. And Annette Hill, Annette, nice to meet you. She says it was Josh
right. They were saying
Allen.
Just a big dude.
So there's your Bill's twist and turn for the night. So we don't know. Hopefully we will learn. And I don't know what this is. It's pictures of cute children. So what do you got?
Anne clarified on the New York caves. No, the underground caves found yesterday in a Jewish section of New York. I have not heard that.
Yes.
But I will say this.
This guy felt like there were Jews underneath his house. And he's like, I don't have a basement, but there's people speaking Yiddish underneath my house.
Telling you.
And what were they doing? What was the point of the thing? What was it? Does anybody know what the point of the Jews under the house?
But I will say this.
And they were like Hasidic Jews.
The Jews have had a hard time before in Europe. They want a little escape hatch. I got no problem with the Jew cave.
On some real estate is what they want to do. And I'm not saying that because they're Jewish. I'm saying that because everybody wants to make money on real estate. New York City, do you know what properties go for in Brooklyn?
You know what? How much a cave
tear down in
would
Brooklyn,
go for?
they will give you $4 million for it. The video, I caught like a clip of it, and you're just like scrolling. All of a sudden, you see a bunch of Jews like running around. It looked like a cartoon. It was terrible, but it was.
I just totally missed the story.
It was this. But what was the caves for? They had these caves, and the police went in and pulled them out.
Are they tunnels or caves?
No, underground.
Like a cave is in a mountain
underneath the houses.
Okay, all right.
Just Google Hasidic Jews, and it'll be like Hasidic. Oh well, no, that story. Yeah, 12 arrested after New York synagogue break-in, secret tunnel dispute. 12. Oh, you can read.
It's a secret tunnel dispute.
12 arrested.
All right, wait. 12 Hasidic Jews Jewish worshippers were arrested Monday after breaking into the Shabbat Lubavitch World Headquarters in Crown Heights, New York, allegedly damaging the synagogue underneath it. The Shabbat Lubavitch is a Hasidic organization, one of the movement's most influential. Each year, headquarters draws thousands of visitors, blah, 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 and they're redoing the thing. So Hasidic Jews observed law enforcement officer establishing a perimeter around a breached wall in a synagogue that led to a tunnel dug by students. They were in a dispute over the secret tunnel beneath the historic Brooklyn synagogue, setting off a brawl between police and those who tried to defend the makeshift passageway. They were just making a passageway. Isn't that their right to make a passageway?
So do we get all the way through it?
It's not immediately clear why the worshippers broke into the synagogue, but there had been a dispute over the tunnel secrecy dug into the side of the institution. And they were the media director of Shabbat said that the worshippers were a group of extremist students who broke through the few walls in the adjacent properties and into the synagogue. So that sounds like they were trying to get in the synagogue for some sinister synagogue situations.
Sinister synagogue situations here on Marital Hate. Sinister synagogue situations live at 8.
Don't.
No, what's the SVU?
Yeah. Whatever it is.
Okay. New day at Shanghai.
I didn't even know.
I had something profound to say and I don't know what it was. Yeah, it keeps going out my brain.
Do you want to talk about?
I'm really upset about being sick and this stupid disease and not being able to have my brain work. And also, everybody, if you're struggling, it's a new moon, so that would be why.
No.
Don't. Or somebody said something that really, really upset you.
Wait. What's made of plastic and is in Tracy's sock
Thank you
drawer?
for blowing me off.
Donk.
That's funny.
No, I'm not blowing you off at all. New moon on Monday. No, that's new moon. That's a Duran.
Yes, and I was saying that the new moon and having someone like be really mean to you. Those two things combined.
I apologize publicly for being mean to you.
Thank you. That the combination of the two things have a massive toll on my body.
Cumulative.
It's not good. So also the conversation continues about whether sports are rigged or not. Somebody had chimed in yesterday. Who was that?
Oh,
he was a new guy. Jen sent me a message, but I do not have time to open it. But I will say this: Jen and Sophia down the street came to visit us. Nicest people ever. They brought us a delightful gift, which is in the other room. I should put it on the podcast, but it's in the other room. And a delightful pen from my friend Soph. And they're just delightful people. So do you think the NFL is rigged? I don't know which comments I've read, so please. I said that we watched and that it's totally rigged. And then Shannon chimed in, go Bills. We chatted a little bit about that. And then Michelle said rigged, nah, sports ball is governed by fallible human referees. Good thing they're just unimportant games. I agree with the unimportant games thing. I think the referees is in the pot. It's all the field's the stage. The NFL is rigged. I should make that a meme. All the world's the stage and the NFL is rigged that'll go viral. We'll get burned at the stake.
We'll just sit here and wait for the NFL lawyers to.
It won't even be the lawyers. Who would it be?
The NFL's lawyers.
I think that's they don't even bother with lawyers at that point. They just have us offed. We're both dead. Murder suicide.
Oh, that's nice.
Who's going to do the murdering? The league. No, the league just.
Wait. Sorry.
Tom?
Tracy says this is her new moon leading into my birthday is not fun. When's her birthday?
When's your birthday, girl?
What is this? We have to have the special birthday edition.
Sorry, I have not been paying attention. I'm a terrible, terrible friend. When is your birthday? I think I sent her a thing when she got her new truck last year.
You're always sending her something.
This poor woman's house is slowly becoming covered in flamingos against her will. She's like,
it's on the 13th.
The 13th of January.
You should have remembered that.
Ah, shit. When is that? That's in 3 days.
In a couple days, yeah.
That's Saturday.
No, it is Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday.
She want to drive up to Georgia and surprise her?
Well, we can't. We have a kid.
Oh. Well, we'll bring Nolan.
We have to be parents that day.
Oh.
Nolan will be flying in.
Yeah.
I don't think the 1:00 in the afternoon. Let's drive 8 hours to Georgia.
Let's drive 8 hours to Georgia.
Although he does like to be in the sun. I don't think it's to be warm enough to be in the sun. Certainly not in Georgia. So happy birthday. And we're very excited for that. We're going to have to figure out what we're going to do to celebrate it. I just thought it was something to get her. What's your favorite color? If not, you could go fuck yourself. Do you think Amazon will write that on the card?
I thought you were going to write it on the item.
Well,
Lot to write
I
on
have to
the
get
item.
it shipped here and then go back. I don't do the post
All
office.
right, all right.
If I ever send you a present, it's getting delivered. I'm not. Yeah, I don't.
42. You're like a baby.
But
What is the matter with you?
Kid. So she's the same age. Oh no, she's younger than my sister. Older than my sister. Sorry. Tom Bouchard had chimed in. No, the league just lucks into storylines like Tyreek back in KC to face his old team in the playoffs, and McCarthy facing his old team in Dallas, and Stafford versus Goff in Detroit. And these are just a lucky coincidence.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
And I said 2 words, Taylor Swift. And he said 3 words, shake it off. And then Donna Schick said, yep, I'm a conspiracy theorist. By the way, go
That's
Bills.
right, go
and I
Bills.
asked her if we became best friends, because she said she's a conspiracy. Oh yeah.
Speaking of conspiracies in the NFL, there's a big conspiracy regarding the Super Bowl logo. So continue. I will jump back in.
Okay. No. Maybe we could save those till I finish my thing. No, neither is wrestling. That's a good comment. I said that's exactly my thought. Like, I had actually thought about this. Willie Jean Berquist says, "Yup." Todd says there seems to be a hand on the outcome. You could call holding on every play. And then I played the so I only watched the Bills game, but that was definitely true. Sorry, y'all lost. And it's the kid from Big Daddy, and it says the goddamn Jets from Big Daddy. Oh my god, I love that movie. It's so cute. If you haven't seen it, highly recommended. Although Doug does not like Sandler.
I'm not a big Sandler fan.
You
He's
don't
been
like
good in
anyone.
some stuff. He's been good in some stuff.
You do not like anyone. You do not like anyone.
That's not true.
You do not like.
I like Henry
Adam
Winkler.
Sandler. You do not like Adam Sandler.
Well, I'm not a.
You
I
do
don't
not
think
like-
he's that funny.
You do not like Billy Joel.
I do not like Billy.
You
Joel.
do not like Helen
I
Hunt.
do not like Helen.
You do not like Tom Brady.
Oh, I really don't like Tom Brady.
You do not like Donald Trump.
Oh, I definitely don't like him.
I don't think you like Ron DeSantis.
Not a big fan. But he doesn't like
Do
turn
you want
my
me to
stomach
name
like the
people that we know? Like, you do not like a lot of people.
others. You start naming people that I do like. All 4 Beatles. Right?
These
all
are-
4 monkeys. I like all 4
there are
monkeys.
not people that. Yeah, okay. You
Um,
like the Beatles and the Monkeys.
I like Huddy. I like Todd.
So,
both are your
Do
future
you
ex-husbands.
feel like individually naming a bunch of people out of the billions of people in the world compared to the amount of people that you hate is going to make
It's
you
not
look
that
better?
many-
It's actually going to
not
make
that
you.
many people I
It's
hate.
going to make you look worse
not
because you
that
don't
many
really
people
like
I
that
hate.
many people.
You're only harping on the ones that I do hate.
But
Oh,
why-
wait. Let's reverse field here. Now, do you like or dislike Barack Obama?
I don't prefer him, but I don't have like.
You don't have deep-seated hate. Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton.
Not-
You don't have deep-seated hate over
These are
people?
not people that they're not people I enjoy, but I don't have hate. It's not like like I don't know. I'm just like I choose to have nothing to do with them.
Well, I choose.
I don't get angry.
have
That's
nothing
the
to do
difference.
with Billy Joel.
The difference between you and I is you get like outwardly angry to
I
the
get
point where
mad.
you make everyone around you miserable. Yeah, that's exactly what I want in a marriage, is to have my husband make me miserable
Well,
all
stop
the time.
sending Billy Joel to my phone, or
Okay,
I'm playing Billy Joel when I'm in the shower.
When was the last time I did either of those things?
Probably within a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how many times a year do you think that you're incredibly negative and awful to be around?
Many times a year.
Many times a
year.
day.
Many times a day.
Many times a day.
Uh-huh.
It's really hard. So let's try to like people.
Mm.
Let's bring a little
Well,
positivity to our
I'm
lives.
trying to turn over a new leaf in 2024
Well, yeah.
because an even years are good for me.
I don't know what to tell you.
So apparently the Super Bowl logo has been like eerily done in the 2 predominant colors of the 2 teams that make the Super Bowl.
That's cool.
So and there's a
Because
TikTok
it's just
thing.
another way the NFL is rigged.
So anyways, they do this thing anyway. So this year it was I forget what color. It was 2 colors. One was purple. So the Ravens are the 1 seed in the AFC. So everybody's thinking it's the Ravens. But then, like, once this conspiracy theory got out, they changed it to blue and red. And usually whatever's on the bottom color is the champion. So they went through the last few years
Mhm.
of things. And so the good news is that blue and red are the colors of one Buffalo Bills. So I'm not saying it's fixed, but kind of hoping it is, because I would like to see the Buffalo Bills defeat the well, one person said, "Oh, well, that's the Chiefs and the Cowboys because the Cowboys have blue," and then but then somebody else said it was the Chiefs, and they did think it was going to be the Ravens and 49ers, which is red. So I'm hoping for for I'm just hoping for the Bills. That's all I'm doing. Like, does it take a conspiracy to do that? I don't think so.
I have the munchies.
Okay, why don't you get yourself a Wawa pretzel? And they have these Wawa pretzels that are stuffed with jalapeno cream cheese.
I feel like in order to this, I need somebody to lay eyes on it and tell me if it's safe to eat, if it's convenience store food. Like, I can't order that blind.
It's
questionable enough.
It's a gas station. You're not going to take out
getting food delivered in itself is questionable enough,
Yeah.
and it's gotten really fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Even though we have Dash Pass for free through our credit card company.
And the other day we had I had a $25 gift card or $35 gift card or something like that. So we got so it was nice. It was nice to have like a little.
Let us know if you want to have a want to know more about the Chase Sapphire card that we have. We have two different Chase cards. Actually, we have three Chase cards, and we have one that's an Amazon Whole Foods card. We get 5% back at Amazon Whole Foods. One is, or 6% if you're patient on Amazon. So like if you give them an extra couple days, they're like, you get 6% back. And then which I got on everything but the trampoline, which would have been nice.
Ooh.
And then but I got 5% back, so that was awesome. Then we have the business card, which you actually you could be like, I have an idea for a business, and boom, business card.
Yeah.
It's relying on your personal credit score. We do have our tax ID number associated with the business attached to the account because it's a business account.
Because legit,
it ain't ours. But the credit card, if you spend, I think it was $8,000 in 3 months, you got 100,000 points. They may have changed the promo, but we do have a code. So if anybody's interested, I can give you a link and you can get, it's like an extra 20,000 points, and we get 20,000 points too. So it would help us and we would appreciate it. And then we have the Sapphire, which is the one that's got 10% points bonus at the end of the year. And it gives you a free hotel room.
And there was one with the restaurant, right? If you use it for restaurants, we get
5%, 3% at restaurants, 5%. It's different categories. We have to look them up. Travels, I think travel's the high one. Gas is a high one. And then our Apple Pay card, we get 5% or 3% whenever we use Apple Pay. So we try to use Apple Pay as much as possible.
Yeah. There was a thing on today. Apparently, the Chiefs Dolphins game is only on Peacock, and nobody has Peacock.
We have Peacock.
Peacock does not have a free trial because people have been doing the free trial and then getting out, right? But they said if you sign up for something else, I believe it was like a Sapphire or something different. It comes with Paramount. So you sign up for that. And so people have been publishing this. Well, but if Peacock paid $140 million or something for the game, and people are just not gonna.
But if you have T-Mobile, you actually get a free membership. Yeah. So if you have T-Mobile or you know somebody who has T-Mobile, they get it for free. Most people don't even know that they have it. Actually, we're getting so we currently have Netflix and Peacock and I think Paramount for free. And we get and we're getting Hulu for free now. Like as soon as I entered the information, I just haven't done it yet. And then
for how long?
Indefinitely while we have T-Mobile. So we got our T-Mobile phone through Costco. I highly recommend it. So we got the T-Mobile Costco thing, and we got $900 to switch over. It was bonkers.
Yeah.
And we got two new phones. We saved $50 a month, and we got two new phones. We're financed on the phones, but that's fine. We didn't do our insurance through them. Mm-hmm. We got it through Apple because as business owners, we get a discount. The other thing is, and we're able to write off as business expense too, which is nice. Well, the cell phones. I don't recommend the screen covers. I had T-Mobile. I bought one from them.
Oh
It was
yeah,
like an extra fancy one,
mine's
and it
peeling
cracked.
off. Yeah,
It cracked. It's a piece of shit. Don't get it. They tell, and they were like, "Oh, if you get the screen protector, we replace your screen for free anytime it breaks." No, it's they replace the protector anytime it breaks. If you buy the insurance on the protector.
On the protector, yeah, okay, on the protector.
Seriously,
not on the screen. Yeah, that's how they get you. I was gonna.
Tracy said, "I love Big Daddy." Is it that dude with the old balls? That's the dude with the old balls.
Not true.
Wawa
subs are second to pub subs for me. Wow. I've not had a sub from Wawa.
Okay, so where do I order?
You were talking about
I have the munchies. Where do I order from?
Oh, and anybody out there in Florida watching this, there's a guy that sells HVAC systems at Costco. He's an older dude.
Oh my god, he's so nice. Go
he's
buy
such
from
a
him.
nice guy. We say hello to him every time.
The guy is always there. He's so nice.
Yeah, we just need to take him under our wing and give him some
such a nice
props.
guy. So speaking of, let's say a little prayer for our friends Justin and Kathy at Rugworthy. They have been down.
Yeah, they had a little COVID.
They haven't been feeling so well.
Yeah.
Is it officially COVID?
I think Justin's was, and I don't know if Kathy got, but they're both down for the count, so they're probably got the same thing.
Oh, and fucking Tracy's been sick. I totally forgot. She took the day off today.
Must be nice.
She's taking her Marital like a good
girl. Oh,
good. I'm hoping she's going to also take a bath with Epsom salt. I told her, I said, get back.
I thought you were going to say take a bath with Becky salt.
All right, here's the thing. Okay, she should take a bath with Becky salts, but here's the thing. I told her to take a bath with Epsom salts. And I said, oh, your wife is a nurse. Have her give you an IV. And then she was like, oh, I would have to get the supplies. Dude, you just take it. You just put it right under your titty. And you just bring it home. Nobody will notice.
Wait. No,
right there.
No. There's no stealing of IV bags. You can get those at Wawa as well. It's called Gatorade.
I would give my right tit to have IVs, because hydration is a huge thing for POTS. And actually, all the Lyme clinics that people go to are all IV. I just can't afford it.
How much a week would you spend on IVs if you got what you needed?
Well, okay, the last IV I had was $500.
Yeah, and that was one or two.
One IV in one day, but it was like a lot of supplements because we were getting ready to move here. But oh my god, I just thought of this is actually crazy. I was able to function for a good month after that.
You parked the car in the U-Haul at the end of like some lot and walked to Target. And I'm like, and we're walking, and I'm like, how are you doing it? Like, it was like, I know you can't do that normally.
Maybe I just need to start doing those IVs again.
Man, $500 a day.
Can you remind me?
Get Sally Struthers to do a commercial.
This is really important. Can you remind me to tell Christina about this?
Sure. I'm going to write it down in my notes. But if we get Sally Struthers to do a commercial, or even better, Sarah McLaughlin, for $500 a day, Stacey could get the IVs that she needs, and function like a human being and bring joy to the world.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I could just figure out like a way to spend $500 a month on them. That might work. Do you think that would work?
It would help a lot. I want to try you in a hyperbaric chamber, but I think that might start herxes, but I don't know. Could be.
I would love a hyperbaric. Well, it would cause a herx, but people have found one woman's son, he was like totally fine after doing the hyperbaric.
Really?
And then they were selling it for $10,000, but I don't have $10,000. I mean, we have money, but we have to pay taxes with it. Like we're waiting.
Yeah.
We're waiting on that big bill, and we have nothing saved for retirement.
Well, one of the Lyme.
You know what would be really nice is if we had like a rich uncle or like
a runkle,
a dad, or that was like really wealthy and never paid child support.
Well,
and wasn't involved in your life, who was like, hey,
I spent my whole trust fund. I can't help you.
I said I was going to help you, but here we are. I'm sorry, I'm bitter and I'm high, and it's a new moon. And I was thinking today about how he was in Florida and this whole family thing that happened. Like,
it was a scandal.
And I'm sick, and I'm really, I have to be super honest with you guys. I am not doing okay. Like, not at all, not in the slightest bit. Yeah. Every day is a new battle to not slip my wrists. And, it's really a fucking challenge. I'm done being sick, and I'm done with people being shitty. So
I will say this about Lyme disease. Everybody is ready and willing to dangle the carrot of a cure in front of you, right? So at one of the Lyme conferences, they had a guy there that could sell you an in-home hyperbaric chamber. And hyperbaric it's something with the
Well,
pressure.
a lot of people are doing them. Yeah,
and the purity of
it's
the
basically
oxygen.
like your
and all that
scuba
stuff.
diving.
Yeah.
It's the pressure of.
Yeah. So this guy was selling these, and I believe at the time they were $27,000. And he's got his little clipboard really, ready to have me fill it out for the financing or whatever. And I said, I don't have $27,000. Because, well, do you own a home? You can take a second mortgage out of your home. And I'm like, it was it left us such a bad taste
I will
in my
say
mouth.
this:
because I would have fucking done it.
Most people would. But like that's the thing. People do that for their loved ones and their families, and unfortunately, we were not in a place where we had a lot of money put away. I had just left an abusive relationship and was starting over as a single parent with 4 children. You had just ended a marriage and gotten raked through the coals on a divorce. We just didn't have it. We just didn't have it.
We haven't had it. And actually got a lot worse before it got a lot better.
Yeah, it really did. And so, yeah, I would love to be able to throw some money at treatment. I'm going to go see this doctor that Christina and I talked about.
It's a big deal.
It's going to cost $300 to walk through the door the first time. God knows what she's going to want to order for tests. I'm hoping that she can order them some way that I can get my insurance to cover them.
Or we open a credit card, in which we get points, and then we.
Well, here's the beauty of it. I've wanted to kill myself for years.
There's nothing beautiful about that.
I think
there's no beauty in that.
A lot of people very fucking happy.
No beauty in that.
But then they would be so sad because they don't have anyone to blame for all their problems. Because I'm the fucking worst. That I could run up the debt and you could just pay it out of my life insurance.
Paying shit.
Think of all the points we get. We just max out. We got like one card that's got like a $50,000 limit. We don't use it. We just fucking throw it on there. Just a bunch of fucking stuff. And then I off myself, and that seems like a reasonable compromise.
Yeah,
Let's have credit card debt.
No.
And suicide.
You know what? Most people work their whole life to have no debt, and we now have no debt. And now you want to kill yourself.
We have no debt, but we also don't have any retirement. So that's
we don't have retirement. We don't own any property, and we don't.
And we can
have
be homeless.
12-year-old, 13, 14-year-old.
We could be homeless at any minute, and Doug doesn't have health insurance. So yeah.
And I kind of don't have a job. So I mean, I have freelance, but that'll get you.
That could change.
That'll get you a nickel every 3 months.
If they do pay you. It's definitely not in the timeliest of fashions. So, what is going on here?
I don't know what you're doing over there. Everything's disconnecting, connecting.
I just need to check for the Twitter people, but it took the StreamYard.
So Tracy says, I would be so sad. You're amazing, and Doug kind of loves you, and I don't think he would want to live without you. Well, that's very true. True.
I'm really sorry to inconvenience you guys by wanting to end my suffering. But I appreciate that you like me. It's been torture. I mean, and I feel like if I was a dog, you guys would put me out of my misery. But no, since I'm such a delight, such a wisdom, full of wisdom and helpful.
If you were a dog, we would definitely not get you a monkey because that would be weird.
My helpful ideas being everyone's favorite part of me. Just kidding. Everyone hates me. I would like to not suffer anymore. So I think that's a reasonable.
Well, talk to this doctor, and then if that doctor can't help you,
then we'll put everything on a credit card, and then I'll have to kill myself for the life insurance.
Yeah.
Deal.
Anyway, you now I'm starving because she's had the.
Well, what do you want me to order?
The DoorDash menu.
Oh God, it's fucking 9:39.
9:30.
Guys, I don't know why we're.
Yeah,
still
I don't know what. I'm gratitude for things.
There was a bunch of stuff I've got notes on for the podcast.
We still haven't talked about the Porsche.
We've talked about the Porsche. We haven't talked about the fucking I guess we needed a knife off from the Viking funeral for the sex toy. I guess we needed a night off from the baby with butt and tit implants and also no head. It's important to point out that it had no head. Like I feel like if it had a head, it would be creepy. But it was because I feel like the tits and the small torso and the tit and ass implants on the small torso is very, very creepy. I'll give you that. But it's
headless.
It's a whimsical way because it doesn't have a head. If it had a head, it would be just straight up.
I have a question that I don't really
watch
that.
I
have to ask a question about the sex torso.
Yeah, they sell them for men and women. You don't want the one for men.
Does it have a neck hole?
Women. Oh yeah, somebody wants.
You think it has a neck hole?
Is it skull? Fuck you.
Tracy says, "I don't want you to suffer at all." And Bill Costa, What's
Deal.
up? He's greetings to us. Hope you're having a happy New Year, Bill. Hope
How do we know
everything's
Bill?
good. Bill is an old friend. I
Well, all of
think
your
they
friends
were
are old, they're
they were
dinosaurs.
just down here in St. Augustine, and now I think they may have moved back.
St. Augustine is not down here.
but-
St. Augustine's way up north.
Well,
of
it's sort
Christina.
of north, but no, it was Bill's a good guy. He had his wedding reception at a Chinese restaurant in Fall River, which is
The China Royale.
I think it was a
Was
China
it the
Royale.
China? Of course it was. Of course it was. We pulled that up one night. Doug and I were, oh my god, now I want fucking China Royale.
I don't think they deliver.
You know what I
to
want
Cape
is
Coral.
the just the chow mein.
Just the did they sell Fall River chow mein or like actual chow mein?
No, Fall River.
They sell the
in
Fall
fucking
River
Fall
chow.
River, and
I
then
bet.
and then they have the chow mein on top of it. I like the chow mein.
Yeah, Bill said it was China Royale.
Dude,
Is it Royale or Royal?
It's gone.
It's gone now.
Gone. I wish. Oh my! If I could get some, that would I would love that. Something from the China Royal in Fall River. That would be.
Well, Bill is his wife is from Fall River, and Bill when I was I don't know if his family was from there, but he was a Tiverton, Rhode Island guy.
So where did your wife go?
He says it's a CBS now. That's a shame.
Where did your wife go to school? I went to St. Anne's in Fall River. I also went to Wixon at one point, and I moved a lot. But St. Anne's is where I went first, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Let me know.
Nora says, I understand you feel that way, and I hope the doctor can help you. You are loved, and I'm so sorry you're suffering. Miss you, love you, the kitty cat.
Nora, I love you. Can you just move to Florida and give me IVs? That would be super helpful.
Bill went to St. Anne's. Says his wife went to St. Anne's.
Shut the fucking front door. What year? So I graduated.
They're my age, or you're younger.
Oh,
I think a year younger. Yeah,
we would have missed each other.
Would have missed by a long time because I married some child bride, which is no bueno.
Does she remember Sister Luz Cardenia or Mr. Trotter? I think he was new. Or Mrs. Gay, that was a kindergarten teacher.
I had Mrs. Gay for first grade.
I played on the basketball team.
Oh, and Bill also was saying something about Bishop Connolly. Do you know anything about a Bishop Connolly?
I didn't go to Connolly, but I have a lot of friends who did go to Connolly. I'm actually still friends with my middle school friends. We have a Facebook group, St. Anne's class of 90, because that's the year we graduated. And a lot of those kids went on to Connolly, but a lot of them got knocked up. And for my middle school class, there was 31 kids. 4 are dead. That's crazy. But Bill is still alive. We like that. 2 are in prison. Oh, look at Bill. Bill graduated Bishop Connolly in 1980. Bill. Jeez. Oh, yeah. My friends wouldn't know you because they'd be too young. They'd be way too young. No wonder he moved to Florida. He's old like me. Retirement time. Are you in the Villages? Do you have no. They were. What color sponge do you have? No. He didn't have a sponge. He's very happily. You don't know. He's a happily married guy. But the people that are married are the ones with the sponges. We just don't have sponges. I don't need Bill to. But I'm thinking about it. Claire was St. Anne's 1980. China Royal Fall River Restaurant. Wait, what? Yeah, you already said that. Bill turned 60 this year. Happy birthday, Bill. That's well, I hope you I know Bill when was a couple years ago. You're driving around in like a smoking the Bandit machine, but I think you sold it. So I try to keep up with you, Bill. I try to keep tabs on people. Anything from the fucking China Royal. That would be so cool to have. I have a plate from the Moncu on Washington Street South. What was the big one? Was when Notre Dame burned down? Not was it Notre Dame? Was one of the churches? I think it wasn't in Fall River. It was in New Bedford. It was a big church. Was it Notre Dame? It burned to the ground, and then everybody would get a brick from it. Oh, that would be good to have. Some creepy burnt brick from a church. That's not creepy at all. But yes, Bill. So I've been telling my one-time Fall River wife about. Do you think that people that have been molested have burned churches down? I'm sure some have. I think that would be a good way to do it. Then you get the real estate. You get molested by a priest, you get the real estate. Oh, you should get a little chunk. You should get a little chunk. Some of that land will be worth billions upon billions upon billions. And then you could build caves underneath it. There you go. Yeah. It's 9:44. We'll talk about all this stuff. Yeah. We have more to talk about. We had notes from the weekend. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Nice. We do want to thank everybody for supporting the podcast. Yeah, nice to hear from Bill. We can't see everybody who's here. Sometimes we can see. It depends on how it's set up. The Instagram people cannot comment. Well, they can comment, but it doesn't show up here. You guys commenting from Facebook and YouTube, we can see you. You should also be able to comment through Twitter. I was able to successfully do that recently, so it should work for you. we are it should work for you to go live on the Twitter. What?
Oh, yeah.
To comment on the Twitter.
Yeah.
So, if you comment, it helps us. It helps for engagement. The longer you watch, it's for engagement. So, like, if you are like, say for the sake of argument, you're like, hey, I don't have time to watch you guys all night, but you just want to like leave it on in the background, like unmute, because it helps us because it's viewer time. We're trying to get more. I mean, like, it takes a lot for us to do this.
Right.
It's a lot.
Well, what helps us the most? Number of viewers or time watched?
Both. It's a number of viewers, time
no
watched.
No pressure, people.
Number of viewers, time watched,
leave it on the background.
And then that really helps us a lot. So anything you can do to help, we would really appreciate it. We just, we want to continue doing this. We think it's a fun time for everybody. We think it's like helpful and informative, and like I think it makes
disturbing.
It makes everybody feel less lonely, including and especially us. So so basically we would like you to give me a bunch of money so I can get healthy, and also help us spread the podcast so that you don't have to give us money because we'll have our own money.
So if anybody knows Sarah McLachlan or Sally Struthers, they can do like a little ad for us.
How much could you adopt a Stacy? No, but the podcast does have expenses associated with it. As a matter of fact, they just increased. So, anything you can do to help us support the podcast will make it so that we
tell your friends.
We get like sponsorships, that kind of thing, to help offset the costs.
Open a window and yell out "Ego East," or what was the thing? Was it Ricola? Any of that stuff.
Anything
Ego
you
East,
can do to just like let people
yell
know,
at marital
like,
hate out the window.
Share it with your friends, or if you don't like our podcast, share it with people you don't like.
Yeah,
revenge.
We had one lady.
But if you do like it, then
there
you
was
should
one lady that
friends.
took the time to type up a review.
Maybe you're at the water cooler on Monday. Oh my god, that review is so beautiful.
The review was great. It was it was Barbara York said.
Oh no, we've had 2 reviews now.
Oh really?
Barbara York said this was a
waste of precious time. I'm signing out.
And then another review that isn't live yet was posted by Tracy. I'll have to cut and screenshot that, but it was lovely.
That's very nice.
What was I doing with the cup?
I have no idea. Oh, because you were doing like religious things. You were probably taking the blood of Christ from the bell.
But so anything you can do, tell your friends. Oh, when you're at the water cooler at work, drinking your water, or you got a Stanley cup and you got your water.
Whatever you're doing.
Whatever you're doing.
Or if you're not working.
Or you're at church, maybe you say, oh, I have been watching the best podcast. These people are hilarious. They're horrifying. We need to pray for them. We need to do a fundraiser for them. We need to fuck them. Whatever you want to do.
No, it's crazy. Just hit the like button. That'll do.
I'm not going to sleep with anybody, but it would be nice to know that I'm wanted.
Well, that you still got it. I'm thankful.
Like my father.
Tracy says she's thankful for starting to feel better. Yay for Mona Lauren. Anybody out there watching?
Mona Lauren. We don't get any money for this.
Amazon sells it. Just get it. I'm thankful for you guys and the good stories and laughter you bring. I'm thankful for bringing people together. That's very nice. And I'm thankful that you're going to have a nice soapy bath with your wife. I don't know why we were talking about that.
They're really going to have a soapy bath, but if you want to have your weird hetero sex fantasies about our friends, then go ahead.
Why not?
Let's do our gratitude.
I'm grateful. I had a very busy day today. I am grateful that we had a great time in the podcast.
So I haven't ordered food.
She's going to order some food. It's going to get here by midnight.
I got nothing.
Just don't get spicy Chinese
gummy bears.
Diet gummy bears.
I get them if they were from the China Royal.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thankful for the people that support the podcast, which is the most important thing. And I don't know how Doug possibly skipped over that. I'm thankful for Tracy and Todd and Ann and Steve and let's see who else is there. Sorry, guys. Nora, of course.
Yeah,
Nora.
Bill. Bill Costa.
I missed. Oh, Bill Costa's down further.
Yeah, he was towards the end.
I'm just trying to figure out who else here. Bill Costa, and then of course Vitamin C and Deb over on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. We really appreciate it. Grateful and thankful for you too, guys. We can, Well, I've been thankful for you.
We couldn't ask for better, folks.
Excuse me, while a young lady, Nora. I have been grateful for you, young lady, since you were 12 years old, and before that, but I didn't know you yet. So. 12 years old.
Before you even had little niblets on your chest.
Long time, because you're fucking awesome. Yes, you are. You're a good girl. I
can't believe I just said that.
What did you say?
I said you've known her since before she had little niblets on her chest.
Yes, that's true. Oh God, you're terrible. Doug is not a creep normally. He's
No,
just
no,
tonight.
no, no. I'm just.
I am
Well, maybe a little
grateful that that you haven't that Nora is over 18 when you make a crack like that. I am grateful that we had visitors from our neighbors.
Yes.
And it was nice to see. And it was great. Grateful
and
I had a chat.
and this sick bitch is laughing over my comments.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I got to talk to Christina today. I'm grateful that I'm grateful that you cooked today. I'm grateful that you attempted to apologize. I'm grateful that you I'm grateful for the takeout I'm going to get. I'm grateful for Jeep. I'm grateful for technology. I'm grateful for the podcast. I'm always for them. Always.
Yeah, indeed. And I'm grateful that I learned that root beer has a lot of sugar in it.
Also, that has a shitload of sugar in it.
Yes,
anything else? That's the one thing you're grateful for?
No. I'm not grateful about that, but I'm grateful for just that today went well.
Oh,
In
we
general.
had the fucking inspection.
We had the inspection. The inspection
The
lady's
girl is
nice.
The girl's
She's
nice.
very nice, and
she works at the prison.
She works at the prison.
She didn't look like she should be working. Like she looks like she should be working at
she should be working at Abercrombie and Fitch. She's super young.
The
but
girl
she
could
works
be.
at the prison.
She's beautiful. She could be an Instagram model. She's gorgeous.
Anyway, so that's, and I'm thankful that I can call Tracy a bitch and get away with it.
She's very nice. It was just annoying to have somebody in our house, even though she's very nice.
Yeah, very nice. But we did get to talk about love after lockup, or life during lock, whatever.
We have to fill you guys in.
Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy crap on it, and like a couple of them were named Doug, so it was awesome.
Okay.
All right. Say goodnight, everybody.